Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's cut straight to it. We know you're busy, right?
Absolutely. Time is tight for pretty much everyone.
And squeezing in exercise, especially just for general health, it can feel like just one more thing on a massive to-do
Yeah,
list.
another chore almost.
So today, we're diving into something I think is really crucial. What are the most time-efficient ways to exercise specifically for your health?
hmm And we've looked at some interesting material on this. The focus is really on getting that health return with minimal time needed.
Exactly. Forget maybe spending hours at the gym or these super complicated routines if your main goal is just fundamental health.
Precisely. What we're exploring today, based on the source, it's about these, well, quick, surprisingly effective methods, just to get your body activated, improve your well-being.
So this is really for anyone feeling that time crunch but still wanting those core health benefits, yeah? Without this huge overwhelming commitment.
That's the idea. Simple activation for health.
Okay, so let's unpack this concept a bit. Efficiency for health. The source we looked at is pretty specific here.
It is. It defines efficiency not just as, saving time.
Right, it's also about saving your energy, your resources, and getting results without that frustration, that feeling you're just spinning your wheels.
Exactly. No hamster wheel feeling.
Yeah.
It's about getting the body's systems, well, kind of switched on. Blood flowing, muscles moving, joints working.
But primarily for health, it really emphasizes this isn't the path if your main goal is, say, significant muscle gain or major weight loss.
That's a really key distinction they make. Those goals, the source suggests, have their own different efficient strategies. This is purely about activating for basic health.
Makes sense. So the source does acknowledge things like, I don't know, playing sports or dancing.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh, absolutely. Great for fun, social connections,
Yeah.
getting some movement in, no question.
But if the mission is purely time-efficient health activation, especially when you're short on time, they're maybe not the most direct route.
That seems to be the argument, yes. Less efficient solely for that quick health activation goal. Same goes for maybe like long, steady jogging.
Okay, so if long jogs or pickup basketball games aren't the top of the list for pure time-saving health boosts, what
Yeah.
is?
Well, the source highlights a couple of methods that are honestly surprisingly simple.
The first one definitely caught my eye. It's just hanging.
Yeah, hanging. It sounds almost too basic, doesn't it? But the logic is quite neat.
So how does it work?
The recommendation is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Get a pull-up bar, maybe install it in a doorway, somewhere easy to get to at home.
Okay, convenient access.
Right. And the core action. Just hang from it. Let your full body weight do the work, even just for a few seconds.
A few seconds. Seriously.
At least once a day, yeah. That's the suggestion. Think of it as like an instant stretch or decompression for your spine, your joints.
So it counteracts all the sitting and, well, gravity, I guess.
That's the idea. A quick reset. The source lists the benefits, stretching the whole body, spine, muscles, joints. It might even help with posture over time.
And it mentions being good for bones and joints, too.
Like a gentle traction, but you're using your own body weight.
I could see some people worrying, though. Like, is that safe? Could it cause strain?
The source actually addresses that.
Yeah.
It emphasizes that we're talking really short durations here, like 1 to 5 seconds.
Okay, very brief.
For most people, that brief hang is unlikely to cause problems and is much more likely to be beneficial. But quick stretch, that's it.
And it's not just passive hanging, is it? There's a mention of pull-ups.
Yeah, it's mentioned as a kind of added bonus. Not the main goal for this specific health purpose, but if you can do a pull-up, even just one, or even just kind of flex your arms while hanging.
That adds some muscle engagement.
Exactly. Good for the arms.
Yeah.
But the real beauty, I think, is the low barrier, having it right there at home.
Yeah, no need to pack a bag, drive to the gym. Takes away a lot of excuses.
That ease of access is key for consistency, right? Even for just a few seconds a day.
Okay, so hanging is number one. What's the second highly efficient exercise the source talks about?
Right. The second one is quite different. It's about anaerobic sprints.
Ah, sprints. Okay, that sounds more intense.
It is, definitely. We're talking short bursts, but maximum effort. Like really going for it.
Is there a catch? Like, do you need special equipment?
Nope. Just your body. But one important point the source makes is stretching beforehand. Just a quick, simple stretch to, avoid pulling anything.
Makes sense. Don't want to go from 0 to max speed without a little prep.
Definitely not. And the examples they give are things we've probably all done.
Like what?
Like, when you're late and you absolutely have to sprint to catch that bus. Or you're running through the rain to get to the subway entrance.
Ha, yeah, okay. That sudden burst of speed.
Exactly that feeling. The recommendation is try and do at least one sprint like that, full tilt, for several seconds each day.
Just one, several seconds long.
At a minimum, yeah. It's about that powerful, short activation.
And the benefits here are less about stretching, like the hanging, and more about
Oh,
kicking the system into gear.
pretty much. Total body system activation. The source even touches on potential side benefits, like maybe helping testosterone production in men or hormone regulation in women.
Oh, interesting. So it's a very different kind of stimulus compared to, say, that long, slow jog we mentioned earlier.
Very different.
Yeah.
And the argument is, for pure time efficiency in just activating the body for health, these short, intense bursts are potentially much more effective than longer, slower cardio.
And you could do more than one a day.
Oh, for sure. The source suggests weaving in more if you feel like it. Maybe sprint to your car or across a park for a few seconds.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. Short, intense, uses your own body.
And easily integrated into daily life.
Right. Now, wasn't there a bonus tip, too? Something about stairs.
Ah, yes. For people who live or work in buildings with stairs.
What's the tip? Just take the stairs.
Well, yes, but specifically, instead of just walking up, the suggestion is to run up them as fast as you can.
Ah, okay. Another sprint, basically, but vertical.
Exactly. Another really efficient way to get that burst of activity, activate the body. The source even notes you might get a little leg muscle stimulus too.
Though, again, clarifying that it's not the most efficient way if muscle growth is your primary aim.
Correct. The main focus here is always that quick, efficient activation for overall health.
So if we boil all this down, the core message seems to be you don't need huge blocks of time for basic health exercise.
That's really it. It's about these brief, often intense bodyweight activities. Hanging, sprinting, running upstairs.
Things you can slot into almost any day.
Right, giving your body those quick signals to, wake up and work without needing a formal long workout session.
It definitely makes the idea of exercising for health feel less daunting.
It lowers the barrier to entry significantly. It makes it feel achievable, even if your schedule is absolutely packed.
Okay, this has been really fascinating. So quick recap. We've got the simple act of hanging for a few seconds daily, great for a stretch, decompression.
Yep, using your own body weight.
Then we have short, maximum effort sprints. Think sprinting for the bus, great for full body activation, maybe some hormonal benefits.
Quick bursts of intensity.
And the bonus, running upstairs if you have them available. Another quick, effective activator.
All focused on efficiency for health.
The underlying theme being, taking care of your fundamental health through movement doesn't have to mean hours you don't have.
It's about being smart, finding those little pockets of opportunity for intense, efficient movement.
So maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to ponder. Could adding just, say, 5 seconds of hanging or one quick 10-second sprint into your day, could that actually be a surprisingly simple key?
Could that be enough to start feeling more active, more switched on, healthier?
It's definitely worth considering which of these might fit into your routine, which one feels doable, maybe even a little appealing.
Something to think about.
Uh.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.